I came from the United States to Vietnam about 6 months ago. I retired and I've been exploring Vietnam and learning a lot along the way. I like Da Nang and I like Vietnam. There's so much that's not really been discovered in a big way, by tourists anyway. It doesn't seem to be at the top of everyone's list. It should be. Long before I left the USA, I began to search for an apartment and to familiarize myself with the cost of things, especially rent, which is the big expense for everyone. And your hotel is probably the biggest in-country cost for most vacationers. There are several online search sites where you can choose some options for a condo, and you can see what's available that meets your preferences. I'll add those links in the description. First, why Bangkok? I don't really know. I've just always loved it, even without ever being there. I was enthralled by the little that I did know about it and Thailand in general. It's been on my bucket list for a long time. In recent years, since I've been planning to live in Southeast Asia, I studied the countries in the region, and I knew that eventually I'd wind up in Thailand. So from Bangkok, I plan to travel throughout Thailand and experience it my way. But first, I gotta get there. I felt the same way about other places that I eventually got the opportunity to travel to, like Paris, which I think I've visited more than 10 times now, Santorini, Athens, Istanbul, Italy, Spain, and a few others. I visited Bangkok twice now, on visa runs, and I like the energy there. I like the variety and complexity of everything, the food options, historical sites, the markets, and so on. Bangkok is working hard to become a more cosmopolitan city with high-end dining options, or whichever street food cart is your favorite at the moment. Sexy and pricey rooftop bars and some dives too that are always interesting. Most of all, I find myself liking the people there. There's a kindness and respect that you can feel when you walk down the sidewalk in Bangkok, and I'm assuming other places in Thailand as well. Amidst all of that chaos in that city, there's a kind of peace that underlies it all, and it calls to me in a strange way. There is a lot of inventory in Bangkok, and I found it a little bit overwhelming to sift through it all. It's made moving a little bit more complicated because at my price point, which is about 20,000 Thai baht, or just over 500 US dollars per month, there seems to me to be a large number of apartments and condos for rent. The things that are driving costs seem to fall into three categories: the location, the proximity to transit, and demand. Location is because Bangkok is so vast. There are many different areas or districts with various shopping, entertainment, and other traits, whether it's a financial area or it's got good outdoor markets or it's close to the river or something. Whether the area is quiet, the newness of the condo complex and amenities offered. Most of them seem to have a gym, a pool, a public workspace, parking, and security. Some have green space even with gardens and some other features like saunas and even convenience stores built right into the property. Proximity to transit is really important. That's the BTS or MRT, and this is critical for expats and other long-term travelers to Bangkok. The price of a condo near any of the BTS or MRT stations is going to be a little bit higher than one that's, say, over a kilometer away from the trains. I won't be owning a car or buying or renting a scooter for a while, so I'll be relying on this public transportation to get around, so it's really important to me. And demand is the last one. It seems to be fairly constant. with some spikes during high season, but I wouldn't call the market volatile. I've been working on this for a while, even before I left the USA, as I said before, so I know what I was getting into. And there are a few things I learned and some observations I made about apartments or condos in Bangkok. Basically, they're all about the same. They're the same size and general floor plan. Generally speaking, it's the same kitchen size. Some have more storage or more cabinets. Bedrooms are the same. Some have more room, some less, and storage in the form of an armoire that can vary. Bathrooms are about the same. More modern buildings are going to have a more Western style setup with a divider between the shower and the rest of the room. Some older units don't. The building amenities usually include a gym, a public workspace with furniture and tables, a pool, some have saunas, a garden or some kind of green space outside, and transportation to the nearest BTS if the condo is maybe more than a kilometer away from the trains. They usually have buses that run on a 30-minute cycle, parking and security. I've seen some combination of all of these things in almost every apartment I've seen online. So making a decision for me is less about the things I've mentioned here, as I kind of expect them, and more about location and the overall quality of life. Now, the quality of life part is an important one for me. I'll be in Bangkok for a year and I don't want a crappy apartment, honestly. I've had a couple of those in my time. And I'm thinking more about my stress level and other things more than I did many years ago. My personal preference leans towards newer and more modern condo buildings. So I guess I want to get all I can from the list of things I described for a fair market price. And for me, that's about 20,000 Thai baht, or close to 580 US dollars per month at the high end. I might be able to stretch that a little, but it's going to have to be a really nice condo for me to consider that. The good news is that I've found some great looking options for 15,000 to 20,000 Thai baht. So I'm excited to see if I can find something in that less than 20,000 baht range. So welcome to the 29th floor of this really long hallway. I paid extra for that squeaky door. I'm gonna have to do something about that. So I did something that I would advise anybody against who's looking for an apartment or a condo in any country, and that is don't go with the first one that you see. And guess what? That's exactly what I did. But in my defense, I did a lot of work studying apartments in Bangkok, condos, and others before I even got here, back when I was in Vietnam. So I feel like I know them well. And I spotted this one, and I really like the quality of it. It's brand new. It's still under construction. It has some nice features, including this really big 3-panel medicine chest here. You can store a lot of things. It has high-end finishes and a really good feeling. So you can see as we come in here, the nice warm quality flooring, this big monster TV here with the lighting feature. It's really got a sense of mood to it. With quite a small kitchen, it's not a problem for me. It might be for some people though, I understand that. It's got an unusually large refrigerator and freezer down there on the bottom for Thailand. Then there's an outdoor area here with the washer, which is pretty high quality. It does a great job. The AC units, of course, and the building across the way, and a darkened swimming pool down there. You can't see very well, it's where the lights are. I don't have a really good view, but that's not a problem either, because I can get down to Bangkok, skyline bars, anytime I want to. I'm in the southwest part of the Bangkok metropolitan area. I guess that's how I would describe it. This bedroom here with some lighting features and built-in USB, which is handy. Another dedicated TV just for the room and AC. Big windows, which let in a lot of light, or not if I want to close the drapes. I'm about 10 to 12 stops on the BTS from Esok and Nana BTS stops. If you're a tourist here, or if you come, you'll know those stops because that's where everything is. Terminal 21 Mall, Central World, Hemisphere, and a lot of other action down there. I'm in Bang Na, which is farther away and quiet out here. It's not really touristy, although there is a few expats around. And I just don't feel isolated. I feel like I can get down to Bangkok anytime I want to without any hassles. The BTS is efficient and fast, and it's air conditioned. I need a table or something here, which I'll take care of. There's an area over here where you can plug in game consoles or any other equipment you might have. They left a lot of outlets for that, so we can put anything there. I'll pretty it up a little bit later. The same with the shelving over here. So I feel good about renting this place for a year. That's what I've committed to. 16,000 baht a month is significantly less than my 20,000 baht budget. So I'll be saving money, which is always a good thing. Nice feature here with the spotlights on the paintings. And that was really appealing to me. So what I did was not go with a big apartment, which I could have, but I don't really need the space. I went with one that's comfortable, and I let the money fall into the high-end finishes. Everything from the flooring to the tiling to the high-end appliances, that thing. And the bathroom is quite nice too. So I feel it's good value. I don't feel like I made a mistake by making a fast decision. I knew this place was going to go quickly. There were 4 people that saw it just before I even got here, and everyone expressed interest. So I decided to put some money on it right away. So there's a pool, as I said, there's a weight room, there's a co-working space. They have some security here. If you have any questions about any of that stuff, drop it in the comments and I'd be happy to get an answer to you. I'll probably make another video after I get settled in here a little bit and I've finished unpacking, which I'm still doing. I'd like to hear what you think about the place, and I'm glad to take those questions. So that's my new apartment for the time being. Thanks for coming. Be sure to like and subscribe. That really helps the channel so much. Or you can buy a coffee if you like. That helps a lot too, and I'm a coffee lover. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you on the next one. Click the bell to be notified when it's up.